noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious.
And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pelé. Pirlo. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, this looks sharp.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's cut it out. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Salah, nicely shaped ball. Gets his head on it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Goes for a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise.
Big chance! Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cruyff goes short. And he's whipped. Chance! No, not the best of headers. Zanetti. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Mohamed Salah has got himself a free kick. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Pirlo! Tremendous from Pirlo! About as smooth as it gets. And Milan have the lead. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first goal of the game. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pirlo plays it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. Zanetti. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pelé. That'll be a throw. Aimed beyond the defence. Ronaldinho looking to run onto it. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Rijkaard. And it's Koundé. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mohamed Salah has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ronaldinho shoots! He has done it! Portugal are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Milan get their 4th corner. Pirlo with the short one. Mohamed Salah proves just a little bit too strong. Now that looks a decent ball. That's very neat. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. And that should get the job done. Played out towards the right wing. Played it. He's got tall. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cruyff. Well read, nice interception. Vieira. Pirlo demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, that's well spotted. Maldini. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a visitare il negozio ufficiale dello stadio per acquistare i souvenir dell'incontro.
Portugal get the second half going.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Another chance from a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Vieira! Oh, what is this time, surely? Superb goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And here's Batistuta. It could be in here. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Portugal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That's a little off target. And this is Hullet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cannavaro makes the interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, he's got space here, and he's intervened well there. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. And here's Hullet, and this is Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Milan finding their passes. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Chance for a shot! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, well played.
Otra vez.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Decent attempt, that. Just a little mistimed.
And it's Cruyff. And here's Vieira. Hullet has a shot! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they've got their lead back. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. Now it's Ronaldinho. Raul. Oh, super ball. He is through here.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. And he cuts out the supply. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is a brilliant
Il quarto
interception.
uomo indica 4 minuti di
Mohamed
recupero.
Salah. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Desperate defending required here. They've played it short. Salah climbs up big! Just off target.
Batistuta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he's managed to get free. He rises against the crossbar, and he hits the net. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. He'll take... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of to hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally, in view of his brilliant skill set.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff looking to run onto it. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. That is some save from Khan. It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
And this is Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldinho, he gets big. Oh, it's come off the upright. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And it's Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Son Heung-min. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. He's having a go! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Son Heung-min looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Son Heung-min really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Cruyff. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rijkaard. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? No, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
Cruyff! Goal! Portugal! And And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's straight offside. Beckenbauer. Some resolute defending there. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Cruyff. Defending here is really tight. He is through here. Ronaldinho, oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Bullet certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, that was vital. Yeah. Now they can break here. Looking to play him in. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And that's put paid to a promising move. Played out to the right. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's quite a chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes aim and cross. A mighty effort! And we've reached half-time. Portugal are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Portugal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And the second half gets underway.
Portugal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Opts to play it back. Great chance! And claimed it back. That's rather hopeful. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played in by Denilson. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? And there's green grass ahead of him. And the flag has stayed down. Hangs Son Heung-min! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos.
Portugal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Número 7. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9. Número 15. Neymar.
Ball driven towards the far post. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Bullish header! Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They've played it short. Portugal have the chance to go the other way.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Neymar. That has ended up in no man's land. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Beckham. Great vision. The less said about that pass, the better. Neymar. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bullet looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is... shoots! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Italy choosing to make the first change. Portugal find a position of real strength now. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Italy finding their passes. And this is Pele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Delivers, climbs up big! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Julie. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That is good alertness. Looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Neymar. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Neymar. That looks a good ball through. He might be in here. Header! They've scored! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
It's become Neymar! It's a goal! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Ball looks a good one. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Khan getting this one clear.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de compensação.
Not the most accurate pass. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar. Firmino. Neymar. It's Neymar! No, it's wide. Pullets receives it in a good position here. He's picked Ronaldinho! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Neymar plays it short. Pelé with the cross. Oh, smashing it! That's another chance! It's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Absolutely no element of fluke either.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Gianfranco Zola is special, always engaging to watch.
One of those players who just makes you smile.
Yeah, the little magician from Sardinia lives up to the name in every possible way. And speaking of size, he made small great with his weaving trickery and dribbling brilliance.
Maicon gets into a good position. Tries to pass it through. it's not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Hullet. He's chosen to go back, looking for the run. And this is Hullet, and he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cruyff, and they can counter here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Decent hit from there. Pirlo, it's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Cruyff. Now there's a chance for a shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And that's too far for anyone. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Cruyff. It's a searching pass, and it's been played through. And this is Pelé.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zola is wide and looking to get onto this. And that's not going to reach. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Hullet ready to try one.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on...
Hullet! That was travelling. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nice control. Oh, that's Hullet! Crosses it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that has left him in a heap. Pele. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Pretty robust defending.
Portugal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And this is Zola. And the shot! He's going for goal! Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. And he cuts out the supply. Koundé. Cruyff is herring after that one. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Pele. Now, can they get him away? Played into the big header! It's there! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Portugal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Portugal are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again. And it's been given away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Michael can so cleverly bypass the press. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, can he get onto this? That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, what has happened here? Portugal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And this is Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Hullet. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gets a good foot in there. Can he get it through? Looking to play him in towards the back stick. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Hullet. It's a throw-in. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cruyff with the short one. Oh, that's nice. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now that looks a decent ball. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Bellingham is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cruyff. Zola. Messi. So what can they make of this? Chips it through. Oh, that was vital. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. 75 minutes played. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Bellingham. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivered in. Maicon picks it up out wide. He's got two. He's got a goal. Again, we are level. What a contest.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Cambio de jugadores.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Great defending, strong and determined. Hullet. Grealish. Oh, played right into his path. And he was alert to it. That's going to go a long way.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Delivers the ball.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. 2 minutes to be added on. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Portugal leave it late, but in the end... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Puskás reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And a chance! Oh, just wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Hullet. No, he's not getting his way this time. Odo. Now that looks a decent ball. Here comes the cross. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pass somewhat off target. Matthäus. That's headed upfield. And here's Van Basten. Now it's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Van Basten. Hangs one in. He's got tall. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Batistuta! It's there! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Odo. Fired deep towards, terrific header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And this is Cruyff. He is through here. And the cross comes in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a throw-in. Cruyff, and Cruyff! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cruyff with the short one. A lovely bit of skill. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti tries to play it through. Neymar gets into some space. Chance here to counter.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Odo. Driving on and making good progress. Great vision. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Matthäus.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Super find. It's Neymar! He's done very well to get to that.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vieira. And this is Ronaldinho. No, that's been intercepted. Baresi. Odo. Can he get on the end of this?
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Odo. Olise. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Hullet! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Cruyff. Now it's Ronaldinho. And they win it back again. Yaya Toure. Olise.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Puskas. And this is Ronaldinho. Big chance! And yes, it's there! Portugal are level. One sweeping move. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Hullet. Costa Curta. Costa Curta. And it's played in.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well, he's just misjudged that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's intervened well there. And it's Van Basten. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's neat. Takes a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Puskas just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Mateus charging forward, the ball at his feet. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Odo stood his ground strongly. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Puskas. Shot a goal! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
It's Neymar! And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Looking for the run. Now it's Olise. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Puskas. That looks a cracking ball. Climbs up big! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Portugal have their second corner now. Cruyff goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Olise. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Zanetti. Numero 14. Numero 8. Numero 44. 8. Numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19.
It's a pretty loose
Il
pass.
numero 97.
Tries a shot!
Piero Aubameyang.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Il numero 18. Attenzione, un cambio.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Timber gets over and intercepts. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Out to the left it goes. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, this could be a chance. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Koundé threads one in. Can he get onto this? Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nice defending, physical and effective.
Ci
I
saranno
think
3
we're just
minuti di
about done
recupero.
here. Now it's Hunnit. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well played. And here's Cruyff. He's having a go! Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Cruyff with a real chance here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that will be it. Portugal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's got through, and it's hit the woodwork and out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now that's well seen too. Now he's off and running. Koundé. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Maldini. Koundé. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bout of passing here, really. And pull it! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found the way. Can he finish? Ronaldinho. Neither side yet able to find the net. Good take, and is he in? Can he get on the end of this? Gattuso.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's on his way! Look at the space here. Messi! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Ajax really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Vieira goes pulsing down that left-hand side.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pirlo spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quality ball. Romario looks to get on the end of this. Gattuso. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Ronaldinho. Puskas.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's a promising position. Oh, easy pickings there. Vieira. Now he's got space here. Gattuso. Smoothly does it. Aimed beyond the defence. Pull it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Koundé's cross. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Now it's Romario. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now who's going to be first to this? He's picked his way through. This looks promising. Tries a shot! They just took too long getting forward.
Vinicius Junior cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 13. Sai e vai
Here we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Crosses it in here. Portugal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And this is Hullet, and Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cruyff plays it short. Cruyff with the cross. Nice interception, well timed. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Driving forward. Now it's Hullet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ajax finding their passes. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Romario. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's through here. And that's face-to-face. And the shot! Really well taken goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, he's busted! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Schneider. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is...
Just the goalkeeper's a bit... Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Pirlo might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Short changes him with that pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. Out towards the flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7. Número 10. Ronaldinho.
Messi moves short. And here's Messi. Cross to the back post. Oh, what a climb! Ajax are looking to go forward now. Zico going face to face with his great rival. Messi tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. He's looking wide. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. He has found a way through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Grealish, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Grealish. Nedved. No, again, there's no way through. Great vision. Maldini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's intervened well there. Zico. And here's Cruyff. Maldini does really well to... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly they... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger.
He's having a shot! An uncompromising challenge. And it's Ronaldinho. Look at this. And the finish! Gravenberg. He has found a way through. Delivers with wit. Engages and forces him off the ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Knocks it into space. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a little off target. Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
He's through, now is he in? Maldini. Yamal. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Hullet. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that could set him on his way. He's found the way through. Chance to... Terrific header! Goal! Portugal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Doku. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he spark a counter here? Now this could be a chance. And he's lost his man here. Mbappe. And this is Ronaldinho. Shot a goal! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Finds himself... Ronaldinho! It's off target and by quite a way. Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Donatoni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Spread out to the left. Doku in acres of space out wide.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Doku. This is Dembele. Now it's Donatoni. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's Ronaldinho. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He rises! Oh, crossbar! And he hits the net! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Harrison spots it and intercepts. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Yeah. And here's Donatoni. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Doku. Ronaldinho. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Portugal in control at half-time, 2-0.
Caros espectadores, consultem uma quina gigante para informações acerca dos horários dos comboios em todas as estações principais. Substituição para Portugal. Número 13. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 22. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
The second half gets underway. Oh, it's Dembele. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's gone backward here. And it's Gravenberch. And the shot's on here. A lot. It's Salah! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mohamed Salah. Gravenberch. Portugal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal have their second corner now. They've played it short. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Pinches it off him. All the way back. Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Serves. He's got full. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Let's pause for mild irritation. Ah, he's given it away. Real chance here. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. He's away. Dembele. Dembele!
Dembele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Gravenberch
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Koundé. Rijkaard. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Milan have reclaimed it. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries a shot! They've done it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Now that's well seen too. Schmeichel sends that a long way. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a key interception.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Vieira. Maldini. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's found support out wide. Hullet with 2 goals already to his name. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bremer gets a foot in here. Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Tries to play it through.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He won't be happy with that one. Back into the middle. Oh no, this does not look good. Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Albert Ferrer could try cutting inside here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ronaldinho. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Portugal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Neymar. Has a shot!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bellingham! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. And it's Vieira. That is a great pick out. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Neymar. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Really well played. He read that perfectly. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. And here's Cruyff. Played in deep.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Out for a throw. Maldini.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, that's a key interception. And the pass is intercepted. And he cuts out the supply. Bastoni. And Koundé. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. And this is Cruyff. Besiktas trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that looks a decent ball. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance, surely! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Climbs up big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Maldini cuts it out, and here's the chance to counter. And it's Pirlo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff, can he spark a counter here? And this is Ronaldinho, played in. It's a mighty effort! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's trying to hit the front line here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Hullet. Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini. Neymar might just make this. Yaya Toure. And it's Bellingham. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. It's a pretty loose pass. Pirlo. Played out wide. Back into the middle.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Koundé. Bullet. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Portugal leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes and we start the second half. Portugal carrying a 1-goal lead. Bale, really fierce, close defending. Bullet, and here's Ibrahimovic. Portugal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rijkaard. Hops for safety. Thuram. Now it's Bullet. Can he get it through? Bullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played into space. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Dida punts it upfield. Bullet. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking for the run. Besiktas are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's picked out the run. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gonna...
Cruyff! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more...
It's Bale! Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Some resolute defending there. Bullet. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And he's there to get it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bellingham. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Toure promptly onto that, and that is that. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Plays it across. Well, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello, attendees to this.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they've every right.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! This time, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Eto'o. Searching passes played there. Lee Kang-in showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Hullet. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Maldini calmly anticipates. That is ended up in no man's land. Now this could be a chance. Stood up well to him there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target. Played out wide. Ronaldinho has it out wide and in space. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Lee Kang-in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kukçu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Ronaldinho. Showing great feet there. Oh, it's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cruyff plays it short. It's a threatening ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space. And the ball's come loose here. He is through here. Climbs up big. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Pinches it off him. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, it's a move of great
Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Kukçu. Neymar. Kukçu. He's got away. So much time and space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Howson. Lee Kang-in. Now it's Neymar. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a visitare il negozio ufficiale dello stadio per acquistare i souvenir dell'incontro odierno.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rijkaard. Now it's Cruyff, and this is Ronaldinho. Aims beyond the defence. Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ball swung, and again! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Bullet is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
It's It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now he's got space here, and this is Eto. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And this is Cruyff. Lee Kang in. Now it's Neymar. The most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Now it's Cruyff. Kukçu. Looking for the run. Eto, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neymar making good progress on the right-hand side. That is a great pick out. And the flag has stayed down. And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Neymar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. And has made sure that's not getting through. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. Lee Kang in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Maldini. Chance here to counter. Neatly clipped into space.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Delivers with whip, and he was alert to it. Great chance! He has done it!
Yo no
And
sabía.
late in the day,
Está
a
muy
telling
bien.
moment.
Tampoco.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Numero 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Great chance here to level it up.
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Costa Curta. And he cuts out the supply. And the pass is intercepted. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
He won't be happy with that one. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's going to be a booking.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Portugal making another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Can he get it through? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Tonali.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
It's not an especially good pass, that. It's an exciting looking ball, that. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Mohamed Salah. The counter is on for Portugal. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Played into space. It's played through. It's roll! They've got to be quick to recover this. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Saudi Arabia against
And
Portugal.
the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Keeper's got good distance on that. Has a look and plays it forward. And he was quick to react. And this is Hullet. Ronaldinho. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. No, that's been intercepted. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And that pass just didn't quite work. And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cruyff with the short one. Cruyff. Oh, good read. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi. And the finish!
Goal!
And Saudi Arabia take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a nicely weighted pass. Koundé cuts it out. Cruyff quietly revving up. Nice looking ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That is ended up in no man's land. Some resolute defending there. It's a good run down the right. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. The ball has bounced loose now. Approaching the half-hour mark. That is good alertness. Tries to play it through. And this is Pele. Cruyff. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Ronaldinho. No, he's not getting his way this time. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And here's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi. Messi! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And he's intervened well there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's from Mario. Cruyff. Gullit. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Deftly away. And this is from Mario. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neatly clipped into space.
There will be one look at a time.
Vieira. Can he spark a counter here? And this is from Mario. And that'll be the final action of the first half. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
It's Pele! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A case now of complete control. Mateus carries the ball down the right. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but I hope it's nothing serious.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Not the most accurate pass. Ronaldinho. It's Cruyff. No, again, there's no way through. Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Rijkaard. Mateus. Now it's Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is one way to stop him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gullit driving forwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice interception, well timed. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Loft gets his head on it! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Gullit clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Now it's Cruyff. Vieira.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the counter is on. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cruyff! And somehow he kept it out.
Saudi Arabia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he's gone looking for safety. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Looking for a runner. Oh no, this does not look good. Hangs one. Trife! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Saudi Arabia. Number 21, Pele. Number 6, Mateus. Number 13, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field.
And he's there to clear it.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And it's
Number
Vieira.
5, Xabi
Great
Alonso.
vision. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Neymar looking for the run, and this is Messi. And that's aimed into the middle. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rafael Varane. Saudi Arabia are looking to pass their way through. That's an excellent interception. Bullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Portugal really have been second best here. Second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Grealish. Vieira. 5 minutes left on the clock. Tries to thread one through. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it.
There will be 3
And that's put paid to a promising move. Maldini. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Chance, surely! And he's heaved it away. And that will be the final act. Portugal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply
Buenas.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. So it's down to business, the business that truly gets this crowd engaged. This sight, an ageless reminder of the investment in this game. The Pumas know where they truly belong. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter.
He gets big! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Pumas are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pumas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Forlan, and that's a dangerous... Oh, shooting chance! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Pumas grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Neymar.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then
It's Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Modric. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Hullet. Out towards the flank. Looking for options for movement. Bastoni. Vieira. Tries to play it through. Decent chance! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Hullet. Bojan. De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and
a chance! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration.
Neymar! And again the keeper stands strong. Oh, that's a key interception. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Romario. Modric. 15 minutes till half-time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's straight offside. And it's De Bruyne. And it's been shipped out wide. He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Zanetti delivers.
That is a brilliant interception. Has a look and place it forward. And Portugal can counter-attack here. And this is Neymar. Shot a goal! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And this is Romario. Neymar. Pumas looking to pass their way through. That is a great pick out. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now the breakaway. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Great vision. And this is Forlan. It's a pretty loose pass. Shot could be on. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Neymar demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ronaldinho looking to get on the end of this. Abiati clears. And the whistle goes for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Señoras y señores, por favor, arrojen toda la basura en los botes ubicados en las zonas de acceso. Muchas gracias. Se está realizando un cambio.
And that's the second half started. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Neymar. Portugal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, it's come loose. And here's Hullet. Oh, there's the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And when the manager called on a chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And this is Hullet. Bojan.
That dugout has had some relief, at least. But now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Great ball if he can get there. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tries to get it clear. Well read, nice interception.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
Now, can they get him away?
71.649.
And here's Neymar. Cruyff is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, what they've got to realise.
Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Modric looking understandably energised after his goal. Neymar, he's had it taken off him. And this is Cruyff. Neymar! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And here's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Nice interception, well timed. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Odo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's Neymar! He's missed, but not by that far.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Oh no, this does not look good. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's fabulous.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's been caught in chance! Oh, that's fallen kindly.
Increíble. Increíble. Eu digo uma
They've
coisa.
done it again! It is incredible!
A bola solta sempre para a
It's
frente.
very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
And that is wildly off target.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 15.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Olise, and this is Sneijder. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble.
Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Opts to play it back, and he's in on goal. Now it's Villa. Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to get it back. This time, surely!
É incrível.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
4 minutos de compensación.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, look at the space here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. And here's Grealish. That has been cut short. And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Fenerbahce have gone 4-3-3. They've got to be quick to recover this, and it's played into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. He's picked his way through. Cruyff's cross. And he's quick to get it clear again. And this is Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ronaldinho is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Ribery. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Baresi wins the duel this time. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Fenerbahce are looking to go forward now. Look at the space here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Hullet. Just eases him off the ball. That has not gone well. That has ended up in no man's land. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Hullet. And here's Messi. And this is Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Pelé. That's an excellent interception. No goals as yet. Oh, easy pickings there. He's through here. Just the goalkeeper. Can he finish? Off the post. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Spread it left.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Threads one in. Vieira. Over to the left. Otto kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. Portugal can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Now it's Hullet. Hullet stood his ground strongly. Otto does well to get it back. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bastoni Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Thinks about the shot. Pull it. Played out to the left flank. And it's Cruyff. Ribery in acres of space out wide. Decent chance! Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Could move up a gear here. And this is Hullet. Now it's Messi.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Cruyff. Great chance! There it is!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 18, Ribery.
And the action
Coming
is
on
back
to replace
underway.
him is number 9,
Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Hullet is flagged offside. Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. Rijkaard. Portugal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Pelé. Looking for the run. And this is Pelé! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rijkaard. Cruyff. That's Vieira. And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Messi. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Czech defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Hullet is onto it in a flash. Portugal are still that goal to the good. There's the shot! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that has added a whole new complex chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ibrahimovic takes control of it and he's on the move. And here's Messi. And Messi!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rijkaard. Portugal, well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi, has crossed into the middle. It's their second corner of the game. Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Hullet. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He might be in here. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get free. Ronaldinho. Vieira. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Pele, and this is Ibrahimovic! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Ibrahimovic has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution for Fenerbahce. Number 7.
So, time for changes
Pele.
on both sides, actually.
Number 10, Messi. Number 20, Hullet.
Portugal
Coming on the
have
field,
now used up
number
all but
6,
one of their
Bergkamp.
substitution windows.
Number 17,
And it cuts out the
Ronaldinho.
supply.
Number
Oh, it's a
8,
nice idea, but the
Bellingham.
execution was
Substitution
lacking.
in progress.
Fenerbahce really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! He really is something! A finish of true class! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Fenerbahce take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
That's been intercepted.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Ribery. Rijkaard.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Grealish. Grealish deliver. Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, well measured. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Quality ball. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football.